This is my review. Oh, and good morning. This is my review on the original Spider-Man trilogy. I give it a 0 out of 10 all 3 films. With Tom Maguire as Spider-Man movies. These are. I give them a 0 out of 10. The scripts are so bad, I feel like throwing up. Because these stories are absolute shit. And they're as comically bad to me as 2009's Human Centipede movie first sequence. It makes me as nauseous as that movie did. And made me feel like I was losing that much of my deteriorating sanity state. It feel like it was fucking with my mind. So does this trilogy. Feel like that in a nutshell. Everything similar I feel to the Human Centipede movies, I feel to the Spider-Man trilogy. But 10 times worse. That's right, I feel like I can stomach Human Centipede more than the Spider-Man trilogy. Mentally. Because at least the Human Centipede trilogy did not give me... Yes, I've seen the entire trilogy, and I'm going to comment on the Human Centipede trilogy in a nutshell. Versus why it's better trilogy than the Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Maguire. It's because I did not get 2010 Last Airbender flashbacks from the movie. 2010's Last Airbender is what comes to mind when I see Maguire's Spider-Man on screen. Since throughout the whole trilogy, that's how I feel about his unlikable performance as Spider-Man or as Peter Parker. And bland. And is unlikable and unrelatable. He's blank slate. He might have a cool costume, but his personality is there's nothing there. He has oozing personality as the cast of the Last Airbender movie from 2010 that M. Night Shyamalan whooped up his ass out of. That script and got greenlit, and I saw that. Would you believe I seen that multiple times? The 2010 Last Airbender movie back in 2010 when it came out on Blu-ray. After I saw it in theaters in 3D and IMAX, I decided to punish myself because I loathe myself. At the time for seeing that movie. And that was before I had a YouTube show. I did the same thing to So yeah, I did that because I loathed myself for the time when I did that to myself. I watched the Last Airbender movie multiple times on Blu-ray. I rented it from Netflix. On Blu-ray in the mail in 2010. And I'm not proud of that. I'm very disappointed in myself. I just wanted to punish myself mentally. Now I have mental scars. I thought I could build up a tolerance, but I couldn't. Well, I just made it worse. I realize I'm getting sidetracked. What does this have to do with Spider-Man trilogy? Well, the Spider-Man trilogy fucked me in the head more than the last Airbender movie did with Maguire's Spider-Man. It fucked me in the head that bad. It might sound like I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm actually was 100% honest just now. And it's freezing out here. I'm in the morning, have my jacket on. Okay, so that's my thoughts so far on the trilogy with Maguire. Now, the plots don't ask me what the plot's about. I have trouble remembering. But anyway, in the sequel, Spider-Man fights Doc Ock. First one, he fights Green Goblin. Third one, he fights Sandman. He fights Harry Osborn. He fights Venom. But he doesn't call himself Venom. He only calls himself Eddie. And he doesn't have Venom's personality and everything because he doesn't have that, the symbiote doesn't take over. It doesn't have a personality. This is an alien that doesn't speak to the host. Unlike this. Is this weird? It's like, there's nothing cool or spooky or mystical about the symbiote that Sam Raimi whipped up for Spider-Man 3. Outside being a cool CGI effect for the film. There's nothing special or has any personality, the symbiote. The symbiote has no personality in this movie. That's a very big problem, I think. The symbiote is a generic alien that makes you evil, and when Eddie gets the symbiote, he doesn't take on the name Venom. He doesn't call himself Venom, and he doesn't say we. He says everything is I, as I am Eddie. I'm like, and he says everything in weird, shitty jokes and one-liners and shits of jokes. Jokes of jokes. Yeah, I don't care. Look, I don't really care for the story, whatever the story's about. I don't know what the fuck is trying to say these movies are, and I don't care of read into it. I don't think you audience should read into it either, because these films suck. Whatever the point is that they were I thought these movies had no point to exist. That's my review on the Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Maguire. I give it a 0 out of 10. These horseshit of a movies suck. I don't like any. I like the soundtracks to these movies. I own the CD soundtracks to these movies because the music's in the movie's top notch. There's really good soundtrack and music on the soundtrack to these movies, Spider-Man trilogy, the original one. The music's fun of the soundtrack from the soundtrack for all three movies. But these movies Look, the soundtracks, the music from the soundtrack might be nice and all, but and the main theme's cool and all, I guess. But I just thought everything else related to the movie and involved with inside the movie I just got really nothing positive to say. That's not a whole lot. And these movies could have had better effects, I think. Actually, maybe the sequels had fine effects, I thought, for the time. But for 2002, the first installment, I thought the effects were absolute horse shit. They look about as convincing to me as they do now. Dated. And not finished. And that's the first one, and I don't think I got anything else to say other than good morning, and subscribe, and hit the bell, hit the subscribe, in that order. Goodbye, and like this video. Hit the thumbs up to like the video, okay?